Hello, my name is Marcella Rose Steinmeier. This is the introduction video for Management of Sustainable Enterprises, Fall 2018. For an outline, I will discuss my work in academics, my professional interests, me, myself, and I, my family, friends, and hobbies. To start off with, we have work in academics. I have worked the past 6 years in the food and beverage industries. I have worked 4 years for monuments and memorials. I've worked 3 years in hotels. Academically, I graduated with my undergrad from South Dakota State University in hospitality and tourism management, minors in business administration, history, and German. I am currently a third semester master's student in hospitality and tourism management here at Oklahoma State. My thesis is on sustainability in Native American owned resorts and their traditional knowledge. For PhD wise, I might continue. I'm not quite sure right now. We shall have to see. Professional interests. I would like to focus on sustainability in resorts, specifically Native American owned ones. I would also like to pursue a career in policies or in the overall tourism industry, thus potentially working for state, federal, or tribal governments. I might even like to work for the top tiered tourism facilities or hotel facilities such as IHG, Wyndham, Marriott, those guys with their sustainability policies. Don't know, it'll all depend on what doors open up or when they open up. On a more personal professional note, I might like to own a orphanage in the future or just have a giant foster care facilities in my own house and potentially adopt some of the children, but that'll be years after working on all of this stuff. On to me, myself, and I. You can see there's 3 photos of myself up here. I don't have the video on. I don't like videos. I barely like pictures of myself. But introducing, I am the middle child of 5 biological siblings. I say biological because mom and dad had the foster home in town, so I had a lot of siblings coming in and out. If we counted all of the foster kids, there'd be 70-something of us. 24 years old, 2 older brothers, 2 younger brothers. We were all born and raised in South Dakota, which is 8 to 16 hours north of here, depending on where you'd like to go in the state. But next we'll be going into the family. On to family, we have the first pictures of mom and dad. They are both in their 50s. Dad is a mechanical engineer and mom works as a manager at JCPenney's in Kansas. The next picture you have my eldest brother and my big little brother, who's the next youngest after me. They're both over 6 foot tall. The big brother, he is 28 years old. He works as a city developer in a city in Nebraska. Then my big little brother is 22 years old, just started at Hebrew University in Israel for religion and theology in a master's program. Next picture that's just enlarging is my little big brother, so he's the one right above me. He is 27 years old. He owns a construction company up in South Dakota. And with him in the photo is his daughter. She's 6 years old, little princess, and wonderful to hang around with. And also with him is his fiance. She is 29, works at a hospital as an emergency room nurse. Finally, the last picture is of my baby brother. He is 15 years old and a junior in high school. He is looking at becoming a psychologist. Now we're on to my friends, my sisters in all but blood. The first picture is of Val, Teresa, and myself dressed up as vampires one Halloween. Val here, who just wiggled, I met her during freshman speech class, where we bonded over the fact that we both raised our younger siblings, and our favorite shows were crime shows. She currently works as an emergency room nurse in North Dakota. And then we have Teresa, who we both bonded over watching German films and silent films, dubbing them in German, as well as historical reenactments. She currently works as an architect for a firm in Iowa. Next is a picture of my friend Swaksha and I at a Purim party this past year. She and I met here at OSU. She's a fellow graduate student in hospitality and tourism. We are more identical than you could ever believe. If she was born American, she would have been born with barbecue sauce in her hand, but she's from Nepal, and there's no one else I'd love to have more as a sister. Alright, on to my hobbies. The first picture you see right here is of my paintball team. My entire family, we were born and raised on the paintball field. Dad owned one of the first ones in South Dakota, so I got on the paintball team when I got into college. The next picture that just came up is of an ancestral tree. It's just one little branch. I am the family genealogist, and thus I study my ancestors and write down what they did, all of the complicated stuff that goes with that. It's gonna be my life work one day as soon as I get it finished. The next hobby I have up here is sewing. I learned how to sew on Grandma's knee, and that's one of the first blankets I did. Next two pictures are of moccasins that I have beaded for different people. I learned these while living on the reservation. It was a lot of fun. Just a lot of fun to learn how to bead moccasins and bead them for other people. Other things that I do for fun as hobbies is work with Google Maps and just put together different tourist locations through Atlas Obscuria, TripAdvisor, things to do in whatever city, and firsthand knowledge of residents. Just put it together and give it to my friends when they go traveling. It's a lot of fun. Well, you have now listened to me for the past 8 minutes. Thank you for taking your time to listen to me. I hope to see you in class this coming week and this semester. Have fun in class. I hope I have fun in class as well. See you later. Thank you.